What's going on, everybody? Xbox Original 84 here. Yeah, today we're talking about Shenmue 2. This is the European version. Yeah, I got this a long time ago. This was my first European game that I tracked down. And these things have really big cases, and it's ridiculous. I had this sent to me, and the little middle hinges or the little indentations that keep the disc in are like broken. So for this, I have these games just kind of in these little slimline DVD cases, CD cases, and yeah, I got pictures. I got a Game Shark. Now, the reason why I got a Game Shark that's burnt is because you don't need that little extra piece that you put into the controller to boot the Game Shark, so it's just one less thing to worry about. I recommend burning any kind of tools like that. So, yeah, I have my region-free modded system, and I have my retail disc in there. I put a burnt game into my system earlier, and it was just cranking. I was worried about the laser. It was just going, right? So there's that. I failed to mention that I'm dedicating this review to Gollum Cone, and I'm doing this because, he's from Europe, Europe! And I forgot where exactly you're from, Gollum Cone. I'm sorry. You could just write that off as just me being a dumb American, because, I don't know, like, this Rage Studios was talking about how people are really kind of pampered in America, how, we have Walmart open 24 hours, and we have, like, Wendy's that's open till 2 a.m. and stuff like that, and it's like, there's other places that don't have that, but I think it's a blessing in disguise that we have, other places in the world, like, you're just kind of more rustic, or you just, things close at 8 p.m. or something like that. That's cool, because, you need to be in a fasted state to have good health. And people in Europe have better health. Like people from France, they eat more like olive oil and stuff. And people from Japan, they live longer. They eat more kale. No, not kale, seaweed. Going off on tangents, but I got pictures for this. And yeah, it's kind of like a double slimline box. Most PAL games just come in a single box like this. But this is a special little set, and I got it in used condition. It's not perfect, but the games boot up just fine, and I'm really proud and glad to have this into my collection. And yeah, I might be a weird anomaly type fan that prefers Shenmue 2 over Shenmue 1, but it's kind of like undeniable that the first one set the groundwork for the whole series, and you can't ignore the first one. The first chapter is monumental, instrumental to the whole series. 2 is a great follow-up. And I must mention that I have the Xbox original version of Shenmue 2 here. And this was the first game, or maybe, I don't know, I heard it was announced for Xbox Original, so that's why I got an Xbox Original after the Dreamcast tanked in America. So, I grew up playing Xbox Original after the Dreamcast, after my heart was broken because of everything that happened, but, we live when we learn, and I'm going to track down another Xbox Original because, other people have Xbox Originals, and I can scrimp and save and rub pennies together and get an Xbox Original here eventually. I still want that arcade stick. There's always stuff you want in it, but this is a part of my childhood. Xbox Original stuff. I've just been tracking stuff down, and I was playing Duke Nukem Forever. My dog's barking, but yeah, man. It's just Shenmue, man. It's great. This is a great game. It's got Japanese narration, like audio is Japanese, but the game is has English text. And another thing I wanted to add is that I have the game burnt. Yeah, you might be wondering, why do you have the games burnt, Dreamcast 84? Don't you have the game already? Well, if you burn the game, you get the audio files from the Xbox original version. So some smart gizmo wizards out there, they took the audio from this and applied it to this, and then gave you this, which is a I don't know, not a perfect version, but it's as good as you're going to get on Dreamcast. There's something to do with audio lag, but it doesn't affect gameplay. The core gameplay is good and everything. I think that hands down the best way to play is this version, the Xbox original version, because they added some features where you can take pictures and stuff, and that's something that you can't do in the regular version. And yeah, this is a long intro, but like I said, I don't care. I've told you this before. There are certain games that just deserve attention. Good attention. And Shenmue, man, I can't really talk enough about it. I was going to do a different review, because, I do these in twos. And I was thinking about doing another import set or something like that. But my Dreamcast couldn't handle the burnt game that I did. It just, I don't know, I'm kind of worried I might test it on a different system, but yeah, I just got, I'm losing my train of thought. Got my coffee here, but yeah, like, I was going to do an import game, but no, I'm just going to do another NTSC game, stay in line. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you. This is Shenmue 2. I've played it multiple times on the Xbox One original, and it's just good. I like the pachinko, and we'll talk about it when we're playing. But yeah, this game is just one of the best games ever made. The whole Shenmue series is some of the best stuff, and yeah, we'll talk more while we're reviewing. Yeah.
왕차이, 호난가이, 온다로. 当李小老師はここに。 まずはワンチャイか。
Right on, so that was the opening cinematic. So here we are actually playing the game. You can use the analog stick to move around. Yes, you can use the analog stick to move around. You can use the right trigger to run. These people are going to ask for some sort of fortune-telling thing or something. You give them $5 or something. Yeah, you see what I mean? That everything's in English subtitles. Yeah, I'm not sure if this has anything to do with the plot at all, but I always just kind of try to be nice to strangers and stuff. So you put in, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Now, we're not going to play the whole game or anything like that, but just like the other reviews that I have done, which are impression reviews, I just play the first little part of the game, and then just to show you kind of how the game goes, and then I play a later stage. Just kind of random. I upload it with my little VMU backup CD, you know. Sounds like the audio's off or something, but it's back online now. Yeah. You can talk to many different peoples. You know. Kind of zooms in and locks on the face. No point in talking to them because they don't know what they're talking about anyway. They're probably talking about shoes and stupid stuff. But yeah, that's the boat you just got off of, and yeah, I had a picture in with this game when I was, you know, showing off the pictures, and it's FREE, which stands for something, but it's essentially you could just play at your own pace and do your own thing, and you know, the time goes by and the weather changes, and it's supposed to feel like real life, you know. Just a bunch of hack frauds, you know. They look skeezy and greasy, you know. Yeah. That's creepy. I always feel uncomfortable when people are just like up front and like they'll call you handsome or something. It just makes you feel uneasy, you know. I think most people just want to go along and get along and be left alone. Yeah, that free stay lodge, you get to stay there. Hey, there's an ad for Virtual Fighter with his little egg toys. You know I'm going to try to get another little egg toy. Maybe there's a little collection they started you off with, right? Well, you take care of yourself, lady. Become a better person. That's what I'm saying to her. Treat people like, you know, treat everybody like you want to be treated. Golden rule, right? Golden rule. Get out of my way, man. I want to try this, yeah, this guy is in the way. See, I can just kind of muscle in front of him. Yeah, I don't want that one. No, not that one. Is that other guy just blocking the thing? Because, like, I want that machine. Not... Huh. That's kind of janky. It just won't let you do the machine you want. That's lame. Is it going to tell you everything that happened and with the... No, it's not going to tell you everything. Well, let's check out the free stay lodge just to look at it. I can't wait for Shenmue 3. That guy looks like he's meditating. That's cool. I love the environments just so much. I love this game. This is a good game to get lost in, too, for real. Is there like is that a lucky can? Huh, looks like it's one of those lucky cans from the first game. Save. Oh, you can save the game? That's cool. Wait a minute, I don't... Well, I'm doing... Hey, I like that little swirly on the lower left-hand corner. With my little intro that I had for this game, which I already recorded and got the photos and, you know, overlays and stuff done with that. I failed to mention Retro Game Bookcase Reviews because I put a little overlay and, you know, mentioned him. I just didn't verbalize that because I was talking about Gollum Cone and Rage Studios and, you know, I feel like he's worth a mention because he's given my channel, you know, a lot of attention throughout, you know, the last few months or whatever since my channel started, really, because, you know, always commenting and stuff, and I just appreciate that. So yeah, now you know why I like this game so much. Anyway, yeah, you can get you already know what it's like when he's drinking a can of soda or something, orange soda. I'm not sure what this little area is. It might be a story progression type thing. But yeah, you just go to Hong Kong. You know you're trying to get settled in. You got a little free stay lodge at first. You stay at other places later on. There's a little place where you can do arm wrestling. I'm not so sure if you can do that right this very second. It'd be kind of neat to show you. This is an ambitious game, and it's a beautiful game. Kind of a brown game, kind of like how the Godfather movies are the most brown game you've ever... It's the most brown movie you've ever seen. That's what I'm saying. I always say game/movie, movie/game, and get those two mixed up. Yeah, he's pretty easy first few rounds, but if you keep playing, it's like kind of lame. You can like fight people too in rings, kind of like Virtua Fighter or something. Challenge. Let's do it. I bet you I can take him. What do you do? Like tap the A button or something? Yeah. Oh, I was supposed to hit the A button. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I guess that was a QTE and I missed it. But, well, you can, you know, arm wrestle. That's cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that if you try to go into this other area, it prevents you from doing it until later in the game. Oh, yeah. Yeah, hot girls all up in this game. I think we all like Joy from when we were younger, if you've played this before. She's always listening to that same dank song. What did he write in his little journal about Joy? Met a girl named Joy, a strong-minded woman on a motorcycle. Oh, that sounds like something a feminist would say. I swear, man, people who were in control of media, like from the 90s, like they had to put in like subtle, gradualist, feminist type stuff into their media, because I've noticed kind of a sea change from the 90s and 2000s, definitely in the 2000s, where it's like always like subtle, and then they just gradually, like a frog in a pot, like when you're cooking it, you just turn the heat up just ever so gently. And now it's like just blatant in your face. Women are better than men, you know. It's insulting. But if you want to buy into that, go ahead. Buy that Star Wars feminist movie ticket. I'm just kind of looking at the stuff. I don't think that you can actually like buy stuff, but yeah, that water fountain. You saw that from the opening cinematic, and it's not really realistic because of the jaggies, as you can clearly see. But yeah, I've had dreams, like I've said before, with the waterfront and stuff, and I guess they're just kind of modified dreams that were based on just looking at the water. I believe that this game probably looks a whole lot better with the Xbox. You know, the Xbox version is probably just a lot more cleaner. Just listening to the water and checking this game out, it's really awesome. He's got his little backpack, and spoiler alert, he loses his backpack. This little kid steals it, and you know, it's kind of lame. But yeah, you just run around, you talk to people and stuff like that. And I'm just gonna try to get another game save loaded for you guys, and then I'm going to upload. I'm just gonna play the version that has the English patch, so you can kind of get the English audio and see what that's all about. So, good times. Alright, we just uploaded a file. We are starting disc 2, and I'm glad that this burnt game is working, because it operates just like the European version save. So,
good morning.
See? There's English audio.
You are Yo Hazuki, right? I'm Simon June. I'm Shui's assistant. I've got a message from Shui. Please go to Magma Temple's library now.
Magma Temple's library?
I'll get that. Hello? Oh, yes. Right away. Shui wants you to hurry. I'm leaving now. Oh, I almost forgot. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Yeah, you're staying at this place now with this Master Chen or something, some attractive female. She's wearing like a long flowing blue dress with her legs showing through, you know. The characters of Shenmue are very awesome. Who can forget Tom's hot dogs? The audio is compressed. There's something weird with the audio, but the fact that there is English audio makes the game a little bit cooler for the Dreamcast. Yeah, that's the chick I was talking about right there.
Good morning.
Oh, where are you going?
Just follow me.
Yeah.
It's like everybody inhaled helium, you know? But as you can tell, things progress and things start happening.
I want you to air out these books.
Air out the book? Me?
Who else?
I thought you were going to tell me about young Dazu.
I put you up for the night, didn't I?
Alright. I guess I have to.
Did I hear something?
No.
Well, get to it then.
Wow. So this is the part of the game where you gotta move books. It's cool. There's always some sort of tedious thing that you have to do.
On the stand outside. I'll spread out the books. You just carry them out. Your service to the temple will last.
Yeah, I forgot what the game mechanic is all about, but
you'll be done. I got it. They are precious books, so don't drop them. Let's get to work.
It looks like Fuxan. He's the Hong Kong Fuxan. Yeah. So I'm working on a different review right now, and it's going to be kind of a shorter review to put together. So I'm hoping to have that uploaded tonight, and this one's going to be a little bit longer because, hey, it's Shenmue, right? My other Shenmue review was an hour and 7 minutes. It's insanity. Oh, I messed up. Hong Kong Fuxan, help me! So, this is Shenmue 2. I have half of a mind to just kind of boot up Shenmue 2 on the Xbox original, on the Xbox 360, I mean. I meant to add that the Xbox 360 can only play a select amount of Xbox original games. So, thankfully, I ordered 3 Xbox original games last night, and 2 of them work. I guess I can go ahead and talk about it. One of them is Evil Dead Fistful of Boomstick, and Sonic Heroes. Yeah. Sonic Heroes is amazing. I remember it being a really good 3D Sonic. I don't know why people are so critical of 3D Sonic games, but there are good ones. Oh man, yeah, it's just QTE basically. Look at me flopping around. Yeah, I'm just dropping books left and right. And the third game, which I am really happy to be retrieving back again, I got rid of a long time ago. It's Toe Jam and Earl 3, and I'm really glad to be getting that back into my life because even though it's not that great of a game, I'm a fan of Toe Jam and Earl. I had the second game, I think it's like Panic on Funkatron or something, but I just didn't like that as much as the original. Hey, I caught myself. Caught myself again. So yeah, this little game mechanic gets kind of boring, but you're just trying to keep the books in good condition, I guess. So you got that going. As you can tell, the graphics and stuff are very awesome. I like the view of this tree and stuff. I wonder if you can kind of get out of this area.
Master Tao
Yeah.
will not be pleased if you leave now.
Graphics look pretty good, but with the upscaler and stuff, it's just kind of jaggy. I'm just a little bit too curious to see what Shenmue 2 on Xbox 360 looks like on the Xbox, the Xbox original game playing on the 360. So that's what I'm going to do. But this is kind of a later stage. You get to air out books. Whoopee! It's cool, but I like the little tedious parts of Shenmue, even though it's kind of tedious, because I don't know, this game is just so great, and it's a great follow-up to the first one. Trust me, there's pachinko. Trust me. So let's check out the 360 version just real quick. Well, it's not the 360 version, it's the Xbox original version, but yeah, let's check that out. Yeah, we are running this through our component cables in the back of this TV. Luckily, I've been playing my 360 on this TV. It's been pretty cool, pretty good. I just want to see what the graphical fidelity is. That's just, yeah, that looks pretty smooth right there. It's an obvious upgrade, I think. And you can take like different photos in like different hues. Like you can have like sepia tone or whatever, brown, black and white color. Let's turn it up just slightly. Just enough to hear and just low enough to hear me. Had my systems mixed up. Yeah, from the menus it looks different. Load and start a save game. Continue. Yeah, that's when I was totally playing. 2013. Wow. It's been a minute, guys, since I've played this, so. Yeah, let's see. I probably it's just a cleared game, save. Hong Kong. This has to be the beginning, because, you just keep playing, right? yeah, cleared game saves just start you off. So yeah, we have a reference point. You saw the opening cinematic, and it looks clearer, but I need to see gameplay, so let's just hit start. Okay, I'm going to spare you this whole opening cinematic and pause the video and restart it once we get past some of this. Graphics look pretty good so far. Yeah, this is the absolute best way to play, because look at the graphics, man. Like, it was really jaggy with the Dreamcast, and I'm not disparaging the Dreamcast at all. Look at the water, man. Like, I was looking at the water some with the Dreamcast version, and the water is just a lot better. Yeah, it's just superior. There's no getting around it. The Xbox 360 D-pad is not as well defined. It's kind of a mushy D-pad. I think that they've fixed that with the Xbox One controller, maybe somewhat. I think that they have like replaceable D-pads where you can have like concave or convex D-pads or whatnot. You see that little camera icon on the upper, let me just say, don't put in, that little camera icon on the upper right hand corner, that's something that you can do to take photos. So maybe I can sneak a photo real quick here. I want to take funny photos, you know what I mean? Yeah. Is there a way I can look in my album? Is there a photo viewer? Let's see. It's gotta be this, right? Event photos, yep. Oh. What about gameplay photos? Collection. Oh, I was talking about my collection and was wondering if I have any action figures and stuff that, you know, that I didn't come across in other games, with other game saves and stuff. This is the Space Harrier guy, and he looks a lot like Duke Nukem to me, because I've been playing Duke Nukem forever, and I still want to get past that one part, the Queen Bee part. Space Harrier guy with his cannon. I just want to, I have a thing for dolphins. I think dolphins are kind of ironic and funny. Kind of got like inside jokes with people about dolphins. We make dolphin noises. It's silly, but dolphins are cool. Pigeons. Pigeons. So yeah, I love the Sega Dreamcast, and I hate to say it, but the Xbox version is better. It just is.
Welcome to Hong Kong. Looking for fun? Do you need a guide? Are you a lone boy? You need a place to stay?
All these skeezy folk.
It'll be cheap.
I wouldn't want to hang out with those people for too long, if at all.
Hey, handsome, let me take your photo.
Look, he's got like purple hair. I didn't notice that with the first, the Dreamcast version.
Picture of you. He's going to try and sell it to you later. He'll be persistent, but you don't have to buy it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for being the voice of reason, women. You know, I have strong opinions about females because of my past, you know, just being in unfavorable things. I think that being in relationships with, you know, women, it really does impact your internal world, because you invest a lot. You love what you invest in, right? So when relationships go south, that really affects your whole entire world view. But if you lower your expectations, you get little kernels of wisdom. I mean, I've come across pretty good informational type things on YouTube. There are some smart women out there, and they are probably smart because they have smart men, and they might be parroting a lot of information that their you know, husbands and stuff talk about, their dads and stuff.
Azuki-san, you were heading for Wanzai, right?
Yes.
She's wearing a weave. Look at that hairline. Let's go to Wan's Eye. Despite the mushy Xbox 360 pad or the whatever, I'm moving around just fine. And I like the way that the Xbox 360 controller feels in my hands. I also love the Dreamcast controller. It's an acquired taste, but it's one that I love and I recommend. And the PS4 controller just hugs the hand very well. I love the PS4 controller. One of the best feeling controllers ever. I love the GameCube controller. And other than that, I don't know. Like the Genesis controller is just kind of like a flat thing. I think that the NES is like the most basic type controller that you can get your hands on. It's just a piece of plastic. It's just a slab. You know?
I'm looking for someone. If you can beat him, I'll yell.
Maybe if I tap that A button, maybe I can get past this part.
Sure, $10 a bet. How about it?
Why not? Why not? Let's do this. All right. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this.
Yo Hazuki. Yo Hazuki, eh? Okay. Let's go. Here's our powerful challenger. The samurai boy from
Pretty sure that you... Okay, hit that start button to help. Press A rapidly. Okay, that's just what I thought.
Oh, take it easy on your boy. Didn't ask. Ah, you wish you did. I'll say fight, and then you begin. Here we go. Ready, and fight!
Oh, man, what?
Whoa!
Oh, well, it's too finicky. Whatever. You don't have to play the arm wrestling part.
Always be here.
But hey, whatever. Yeah, but I've effectively shown off the game, and I guess I can just recommend it. It's a little bit mystical at the end. The game is pretty much grounded in reality. The first game is completely grounded in reality. This second one is kind of merging the factual with the mystical just a little bit at the end. I'm not going to spoil it. But stuff kind of unfolds. I really like the plot of this one. I like the characters. I like what happens. I like absorbing myself in the environment. The graphics are very good. I grew up playing the 360 version. I mean, the Xbox. I keep getting it mixed up, but it's the Xbox original version because this game never made it to the States, you know, because I guess Japan was kind of punishing us for just everything with the commercial failure of the Dreamcast. You know, I mean, I'd be upset too, but apparently Europe supported the Dreamcast way more than America did, because like NTSC region just kind of pieced out Sega, really. But yeah, this is a definite classic game, and I recommend it. I can't say enough. I just like to kind of look at stuff, and I know that's weird, but you know, it's what I like to do. When I was moving with the D-pad on the Dreamcast version, it was like really jilty or whatever, kind of like jolty or whatever, and moving the camera around with the D-pad is just a little bit more fluid, if that makes any sense. And yeah, here I am just moving around and going around, and got my backpack, and like I said later on, your backpack gets stolen. Little kid steals it. Yeah, this is where that happens, and it's kind of a downer because you had your little collections and money and stuff, but you know, the plot unfolds, and that's what's up. It's not really the best place to end the review, but I always got kind of disappointed whenever anything gets stolen from people. It's just a bummer, you know. Yeah, he's taking it. So I don't regret telling you that his backpack got stolen.
Wait!
because you see it happening now. But yeah, like I said, this is just a great game series, and it's just bigger in scope and scale because you get to go to more locations. I feel like things were just kind of more restricted, and you know, these are still closed environments, but you know, it just feels like a bigger game. You know, am I backtracking? Is that back where the fountain was? But you get to go to, I don't know, at least 3 different locations, and you get to fully enjoy different locations. There's games you can play. You can play Afterburner in this one. You could not play Afterburner in the first one. Oh, this is what it's all about. I got to end the review with this, man.
Excuse me. Huh? Can I ask you something? Hey, you can't get things for free. I'll tell you if you play Lucky Hit here.
Yes.
I understand. Hello? How about I try it one shot?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me try. Take a stand.
All right. Now, I might not be playing the best stands, but let's see. Just gonna kind of go by feel here. That was a little bit more. This one looks a little bit more simple. Oh, dag nabbit! I couldn't play because all my money was in that stupid bag. You never keep your money in a bag, Rio. You put it in your pocket, right next to your box cutter. What the heck is wrong with you, man? You're a man. You got back pockets. You put wallets in pockets. Dude, what the heck? What are you, a woman with a handbag? Ryu! I'll forgive him because his bomber jacket's cool, but that's it. You're skating on thin ice, Ryu. I don't know, man. This is strike 1. You being in that Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, man, that was strike 2 against you. So you're really on you're on thin ice, Ryu. I got my eye on you, Ryu. Keeping your money in a bag. There's no excuse for that. There's a solid wall of old people. You just gotta get by. Yeah, but you can play pachinko, and it's good.
This is where I've got to get my bag back.
It's a good version of pachinko, because, like, dude, I got, like, 2 pachinko games for the Dreamcast, and they're lame. Yeah, just take my word for it. You can play pachinko. Just not right now, which is really lame, because, yeah, I couldn't get to that point without that part happening. You got to retrieve your bag, right? And it's just kind of a downer, but hey, like I said, it's just part of the plot. You get into this game, it sucks you in. It's awesome. Looks like there's a little something happening.
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you something.
Bro, some kid's talking to us. I haven't seen you around here.
I had my bag stolen.
A bag? Who cares?
A group of 4 stole my bag. One of them was a little kid.
I said I don't know. Slam! Wait! You think you could just ask and then just leave? Yeah, we were having a nice drink here till you came. You are leaving already, are you? Like bro says, you can't leave without paying.
Paying?
Yeah, some money!
No way.
Yeah, we'll show you how things are done in Aberdeen.
Feminism.
Cut it out, guys.
George, we'll give you a break today.
Like she's gonna do anything.
What are you fooling around here for?
I'm not fooling around. My bag was stolen.
Women don't swoop in and save the day like that. They're always stepping to the side and letting the guys fight. This is not realistic.
4 guys. One of them is a little kid.
A kid? Wong got you.
You know him?
I saw Wong at Pigeon
I don't
Park.
think anything ever
Park
develops
that
between Ryu and Joy.
Thanks.
nothing really develops between Ryu and Nozomi. There's just this weird little friendship that never develops. And then, you know, this chick obviously has the hots for Ryu, and he could kind of get something started with her if he wanted to, but, well, you know, I don't blame him. He's hell-bent on his objective. He's kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog. He's not really interested in Amy Rose because, I don't know, Sonic does have an excuse. I think that Sonic doesn't like Amy because he's more into that fox chick. And he has a thing for foxes. He doesn't want to date within his species. He wants to go outside of his species. So, to each their own. But this game is gonna get a 10 out of 10, regardless of the format. Dreamcast, Xbox, whatever. This game is gonna get a 10 out of 10 because it's a classic. It's a benchmark monumental game. It's epic. It's iconic. It's awesome. You're Ryu Hazuki. You get to just, like, explore the world and just be awesome. You get to do all kinds of stuff. Even though you wouldn't know it. Because, you know, I'm just kind of showing the game. This is an impression review, but I've played these before. I guess it's not really an impression review. This is an experience review. Get your hands on Shenmue. It's coming out on PS4, Shenmue 1 and 2 HD Collection, and Shenmue 3. I'm excited. I know you are. I'm excited to be uploading this video and getting this out of the way because I feel like I'm, you know, solidifying my channel. I'm a Dreamcast fan, but I'm also a Shenmue fan, and I think that Dreamcast and Shenmue go hand in hand, and it's just a great game series, and you know, it's just awesome. It's just awesome, and it's worth talking about, and yeah, 10 out of 10. Of course, I recommend, of course, and just want to look out here and check out the check things out here. I think it's the same view. I remember that lighthouse over there. We were on the other side of this thing earlier. I believe. Oh, hey, remember with the Shenmue 1 review? There was the Hell's Angels or whatever. Well, I guess they got different gangs here. Yeah, there's not really much more to say. Just this game kind of captures my imagination a little bit more than the Dreamcast version. I guess I always kind of yearned for more of a bigger, grander version of Shenmue, and that's what this game is. And I can kind of imagine what this game would be like in real life. Can't you? Just look at this water like hitting that concrete. I've been to lakes and dams, and you know, I've been to the beach and stuff like that. I guess this is kind of a beachfront. Yeah. And I can use my imagination and totally just be immersed in this world. I love this. And I've already said everything I need to say. I just love everything Shenmue. And this is not necessarily a Dreamcast review. It's kind of a Dreamcast / Xbox original / Xbox 360 review. So this is kind of a weird one. Yeah, I was totally on the other side. I remember that fountain. I love Shenmue. I think that if you've never played these games, then do yourself a favor and get your hands on it. Can't wait to play this in HD. How is this going to look like in HD? Because Shenmue 2 with the water, like, it didn't look like much with the Dreamcast version. And then the Xbox version looks like this. What's it going to look like on the PS4? What is it going to look like? And I can't wait. Can't wait, man. I'm just glad that Sega decided to do the HD collection, you know? But, yeah, good times, everybody. Thanks for watching.